Hi everybody and welcome to my show tonight. My name's Vicki Haspels and I'm the Travelling Tarot Teacher, and I have my daughter Katie with me tonight.
Hey.
We're visiting, I'm in Brisbane at the moment, and just for a flying visit. It's Katie's birthday today, and so I thought maybe you can come on and have a chat with me about what it's like to grow up with somebody who does psychic readings, and what it's like to be in that household and to do it yourself. So hi Katie, welcome.
Thank you.
So yeah, come on board if you want to. Also do the jump the queue. I'll also copy that to the comments thing, and you can come and join me live on the live chat. You can just copy and paste that into your browser. So I thought I might just start with, I'll just ask Katie, what was probably the main thing that she remembered about growing up when, in that sort of household in that time? Katie, what do you remember? What's the thing that you mostly remember?
I remember every year getting a new moon calendar. That famous moon calendar by an artist in New Zealand. It was actually mostly on the back of the toilet. So every year we'd get a new one. And I remember reading every single little star sign, basically. I'd say, yeah, that's mostly stuck in my mind. I always, I recognize it everywhere now when I see that artist's calendar.
And thanks, Katie. And so when you became old enough to understand that this is what I do, what did you think about that? Is that something that you think you wanted to try? I remember what you, we talked about it every once in a while. Is it something that you wanted really to try? Or do you think it was something that I suggested to you and you thought, oh, okay. What did you really think?
It's definitely something I've dabbled in, and it's always it's always interested me a little bit. And even without your encouragement, I'm just having grown up with it, kind of absorbing it as I've grown up. I always have that background knowledge anyway, so it kind of influences my daily life anyway. Whether I intentionally implement it or not. So I kind of look for meaning in things sometimes, and I definitely like pulling out my tarot cards every now and then and having a look. But I've got a really good simple tarot book as well that helps me along. So I like what you do for its clarity, and it kind of steps in when maybe life's a bit confusing or just need a bit of guidance. So yeah, it's always been an interest, constant interest. I guess, yeah, dabbling in it a bit.
And so sometimes people would come to the house, and I'd run classes at home, and sometimes Katie would sit in those classes. As in when she was learning. And so what did you think about that? What was it like to learn the tarot when we were sitting in classes? Because when I teach tarot, I teach intuitively, so that to show you how to reach intuitively. So, and that was part of the thing. So what did you think about that?
Well, I thought only you could do it. But what I learned from those classes and sitting in is I also didn't realize that everyone, especially when I was younger, I didn't realize everyone was coming to learn themselves. But seeing everyone do it, you just kind of you get to know it. Everyone can do it, basically. And so yeah, that's what I learned. The main thing was that everyone can do it. Even I could. I didn't even expect that I would, interpret something from cards before I had tried it before. So yeah,
cool.
Yeah.
And it was always fun. It was always fun to do it. So I thought we might start with some reading. So we'll just start at the top of the queue. And as I said, if you want to come on board, I'll just pop that in the chat again. in the comments. Just pop it in your browser. You can put that in your browser and come on board and jump the queue and have a reading for first up. So we've got Jordan. Jordan has come along and said hi. So we're going to pull the card for Jordan, and I'll ask Katie to do a couple of readings, and then I'll let her be. She can go. We're going to go and have a nice dinner after this. So, but here's a card for Jordan. So we've got the Ace of Swords. So I'm just going to tune into your energy, Jordan, and look at the Ace of Swords and what that means for you. So we've got, of course, Ace of Swords always is about clarity of mind. But with this one, with this card for you, Jordan, that clarity of mind is really sort of, it's almost like it's poking you and saying, let's go, let's go, let's go. So it really, if there's an idea, like there's an idea settled around you, I just getting this impression of the sword, which is sitting in the back there going, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. So that little idea is going to niggle into actually something about it. So thank you. Now we've got Gabby. Would you like to do a couple, Katie?
Yeah, I can do a couple.
I'll pull a card, and Katie can just do a reading from the card. Katie reads from you've got the Rider-Waite deck, haven't you?
Yeah.
But you don't mind reading from my deck at all, do you?
No.
So we got the Hermit card. So this is for Gabby. So if you can read that intuitive, Katie, what do you reckon?
Yeah, I personally really like this card because it symbolizes for me having a moment to yourself and getting to kind of rediscover yourself, and the lantern shining the way here. You're sort of finding your way on your own. So that's what I get from this card. Just sort of being by yourself. Maybe you need some time to yourself and finding your own way. Yeah,
that's very good. Yeah, so Gabby, finding your own way, and the Hermit is actually helping you do that. Cool. Thanks for joining me. So now we have Amy. Welcome, Amy. So I'll pull a card, and then you can do another one after that. Sure. So this is for you, Amy. Hello, and Amy says hello. So hi. So Amy, we've got this one for you, 7 of Wands. So I'm just going to tune into that for you. Oh, this is a real fiery card for you, Amy. So again, I'm going to go with all that fire of the wands. With that, it's like there's a real push for you to move forward with your creative idea right now. The wands are all about that creation, and when I tune into your energy, there's a real not so, as we had with Jordan before, where that's like a little tiny bit of a poke. This is actually full on pushing. So there'll be a bit of discomfort around you until you move forward. I just see that energy behind you, just very gently moving forward, but moving you forward rather than like not pushing you forward, but just gently moving into it. And the 7 of Wands always represents having confidence in yourself. So it's actually time now for you to step forward and shine a bright light on the lovely things that you do. Oh, you've got Lena. Lena's jumped a queue. Hello, Lena.
How are you?
I'm welcome. I'm good, thanks. And do you remember Katie?
I think so. So whereabout are you guys? I thought you traveling still.
I am. I'm just having a short stay in Brisbane because it's Katie's birthday today.
Oh,
so
happy birthday.
Thank you.
Just happens to be on my show night, so we're just having a night in town and going out for dinner after this. So would you like a reading from Katie? Oh, where are you, Lena? Sorry, I just removed you. Would you like a reading from Katie?
Yeah, I would love to. Thank you.
Okay, so here's a card for you.
The World card. Let me have a look at this one. Yeah. This World card is different to the one that I've seen in my deck. So it kind of gives me a different feeling. I see the man and the woman there. It's kind of like uniting both sides of yourself. And it's got all the elements as well. So it kind of feels like everything's happening, everything's going on. But there's also a lot of potential when you have a lot of opportunities coming towards you. So That's the feeling I get from that.
Very good. So Lena, you got all those things happening to you at once, and you've got opportunities laid out before you. What do you think about that?
Oh, that sounds great. That's what exactly I want to hear, to be honest.
I'm glad.
You have to have the best birthday ever. You told me.
Thank you. Hope so.
Thanks, Lena. Okay, bye. Okay, I'll let you go. You can go. Do your thing.
Thanks, guys.
So we'll keep going. Now we've got Clarissa. Welcome. Yeah, please pop your questions up there if you want to, and I'll answer them. So Clarissa, this is for you. Let's see. Oh, we've got this card here. We've got the 10 of Swords. So I'm just going to tune into what that means for you. 10 of Swords for me is always where the you finally just let everything go, and you're actually needing rest right now. There's not a lot going to happen because you're needing some time out and some rest. And the 10 of Swords card is letting you know that you can't even push through things. It's not about being sad or that you can't get your mind out, like, you know, that you can't even pull yourself out of bed. It's not that sort of card. It just means that you just go, it's just a time for going along, and even if you try and push yourself into anything or try and push your mind past something, it's not going to let you do that because you need some time out and some rest. So don't expect too much from yourself in this time of healing. It's that your mind has taken a little bit too much on. Now Emily says, hey beautiful ladies, let's have a look and see what we have for you. So thanks everyone for joining me tonight. Please, if I'm going to sort of mix it up a little bit with the comments and have a bit of a chat with you throughout. So this is for you, Emily. If you have any questions about the tarot or what I do, please ask me as well. Please pop on. And if you'd like to learn the tarot from me, as I said, I teach intuitively, and I'm winding up a course at the moment, and my next course will probably be end of April, beginning of May. Because I'm taking off traveling next week, and I'll still be doing my show, but because we're doing all the back roads, I may not actually have enough internet, but I know I'm going to have internet in May. So if you want to jump on board and do the tarot course with me, it's a lot of fun. You learn a lot of good information if you want to become a tarot practitioner. But this is for you, Emily. So I'm going to tune into what that card means for you. Now, the Seven of Pentacles here. This is for you like a nice offer. So see how she's offering something. I'm really liking that imagery here for you at the moment. Also, there's a bit of shyness around, like a bit of hesitancy around that offer, and I think that you're picking up that hesitancy around what somebody's offering you, or what they're like. If there's something sort of on the table that they're not quite sure, and you're picking up that person's hesitancy of the offer that's on board. I would say that is a very real thing. Not so much that don't think that it's you that's feeling hesitant. The actual offer itself is a little bit not put together properly just yet. It's a very valid offer, but you're ready for change, and that's what the 7 represents. So if it's not this offer, there's something coming for you. The 7 is actually letting you know that change is coming and that there'll be something new on offer for you. You don't have to always take the first thing that turns up, and that's what I think is what's sort of going on for you at the moment. So if it doesn't feel okay, the card is just saying you can wait, but you are ready for something new, and you are ready to pour your heart into something that you love. So thanks for joining me. Now let's go down. We've got Tito. Wondering if you could pull a card for me in relation to my ex, and is he going to be able to find a new place to live for our children? That's interesting. So let's have a look around the energy around Tito at the moment. So Tito is doing a lot of counselling and a lot of talking around this situation. So that means that you're doing a lot of soothing and a lot of listening and calming everything down. So that's what that card, a King of Cups represents. So around your ex, let's see what the energy that's preventing or causing the issues around finding somewhere to live. So all that means is that, like around your ex, there's a lot of stop, start, because your ex doesn't quite know what's okay. So it's like your ex does not have an idea in their mind what that looks like when it comes to finding somewhere to live. So that's why you're doing a lot of talking and a lot of soothing and a lot of shaping about where that person goes. So it's not surprising. You probably have a lot more input than your ex does in where they live, simply because they don't know how to put it all together at the moment. It's not that they don't know how to put it all together, but right now it's all very scrambled in their brain. So let's have a look at the situation around when they do find something, what that's going to look like. I'll be a lot of tears. Look at that. So this tells me your ex still has to wait for some, like that. There's a place for everyone to go. They're just waiting for someone to leave that spot. So there'll be a little bit of a gap between finding somewhere and feeling settled, because the place that they're looking for isn't vacant just yet. So that just means that it's going to take a little longer time than is expected. So it's not much fun around that. Sorry. All right, let's have a look here. We've got, where are we? Holly says would love a card. And we'll look at Samantha and then Sarah. I'm just going to go all over the place. So, of course, if you want to jump on board, I'll pop that in the comments again. If you want to jump the queue, you can come and talk to me on board. I always love talking and doing the readings in person, because it's much bouncier. Otherwise, I'm talking into the void, right? So come and talk to me. All right, so this is for Holly. Welcome, Holly. So this is for you. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. Love the Knight of Pentacles for stability, and stability of like what you're needing at the moment. You're needing you require that confirmation that everything is grounded and in place for you right now. You don't need to be stable. I'm not telling you that you need to go out there and find somewhere to be stable. I'm telling you that you just need a little bit of reassurance that everything is cool, everything is fine, and you have everything that you need. So there's no requirement for you to scramble and get things done. You actually have time to make those, I suppose not valid choices, but what would you call it? Choices that are considered, so that you're not racing into any decisions. You can make a considered choice and a considered decision, because you've got everything that you need right there. So no rushing is what the Nine of Pentacles is saying, that you don't have to rush right now. And I think that you can feel that. So I just get every once in a while, there's a sense of, and then you sort of calm back down again. So now let's have a look. We had Ray. I feel like my love life is always entangled in karma and hard lessons. Will this ever shift for me into something more positive, fulfilling? Thanks, Vicki. Let's have a look at that. I really like that question, Ray. Thank you for that. That's a really meaty one to get some. And I see you, Sarah. I won't be long. Sarah has decided to jump the queue. Hi. She's just in the waiting room, so I won't be too long. Okay, so this is for Ray. I always feel like my love life is entangled in karma and hard lessons. So this we got here. So yes, when it comes to your love life, Ray, you are always blocking out all of the noise around you when it comes to what people are telling you that you think you should do. So the karma and the hard lessons is that sort of noisy, jangled people that are around you, whether it's a lover, whether it's your friends, whether it's your family. There's a lot of jangled noise around you that you have, even before you can make your own mind up, that's around you. So yes, it's almost like you have to break through all that din before you can get even your own answers. So I'm not surprised making those decisions or making those clear decisions. So let's have a look at, will this ever shift me into something more positive and fulfilling? So I'll pull a card around that one. But tarot doesn't do yes or no, so we're going to sort of shape it into what will it take to shift Ray into something more positive and fulfilling. So here we go. So that's about owning your own power, Ray. So that's about when you own your own power, those jangling noises of all those people around you will actually begin to shift away from you and have no more influence and noise around you. The Queen of Pentacles, when you slip into her energy, she has all the control, all the power, and she has all that she needs around her. So this is about recognizing what power you do have. You are not at the mercy of those around you. You actually have your own power. And so once you understand that and realize that, you can start to realize that you don't have to please everybody around you, is what I'm saying. The Queen of Pentacles, she pleases herself and she's very sassy. So once you own that, you're fine. That comes from understanding who you are. So I'm not telling you go out there and find yourself. I'm saying she's already around you, and you will start to feel her in your life. When you start reaching out for her, she's around there, so you can bring her in closer and move that jangling noise out. So thank you, Ray. I have Sarah. I'm going to bring you on board now, Sarah. Welcome. How are you?
Thank you.
So, Sarah, do you have a question for me?
Yes, I would like to know if I could please get some guidance on how I can be more motivated around study and what's blocking me from being motivated and having that drive.
Okay, let's have a look at that. Very topical right now. Katie is also studying and trying to stay motivated with her studies. I think she's got that right now. Okay, sort of. So we're going to, first of all, I'm going to tune into your energy, Sarah. Have a look. I keep looking at your face and I love the shape of your face. I don't know what this is, but this is for me before anything else. Your face tells me that you have a determination about you, about moving, that you want to do well for yourself. There's something about that's got a lot of determination. So we have here, whoops, that card just wanted to jump out of my hand then. Sorry about that. So we have here, oops. That says a lot, doesn't it? We've got the Wheel of Fortune. So I'm going to also look at what that means, because that card kept jumping out of my hand. So the Wheel of Fortune is where things have been stuck. They're starting to move forward. So you have been stuck either in a rut or sort of being held in one place before you can move forward. This is out of your hands. So the Wheel of Fortune is out of where the wheel of life turns. And so it's really been out of your hands. Life has been stuck. It's out of your control, and you've had to wait for things to start to move forward. So even like you've got that determination in your face, you actually want to move forward, but everything outside of you has been preventing that from happening. So life has actually been holding you. Not that you have been you haven't created anything that's made you feel like that has stuck. Put you in a stuck place, and also life has placed you in that position. There's nothing that you can do or could have done to make that wheel move forward. It has to move on its own accord, and it's moving now. I just want to
Thank you.
And I guess that takes a lot of pressure off you, because you have everything you need to actually move you forward. But I want to look at why it kept jumping out of my hand all the time, and I want to do that reading for you. I was going to tune into that reading for you. Okay, so that means that every time you want to grab hold of an opportunity, it keeps slipping away, opportunity slipping away. So it's all very well for that Wheel of Fortune to be sitting there waiting to turn, but when it turns up, it means that things are going to start shifting for you. Let's look at what's actually blocking. Because that's the situation, what's actually blocking is stability. So right now, it's really finding somewhere to live that's stable, or creating okay with home life. So are you finding at the moment that where you are or where you're living is not quite sort of suiting you right now? Do you think that's happening for you, Sarah?
Sorry, what was that?
That lot where you are at the moment, where you're living and life is not quite stable right now? Do you find
No,
that?
not all the time.
Yeah. And so the thing that's preventing you from accessing the wheel is home stability and life stability at home. And again, you don't have to change anything. It's just reminding you to be kind to yourself, that until those things start to settle down, you will not be able to take charge of it. But the wheel, as I said, the wheel of fortune is in your favour now, in your corner. So this where things have been stuck are now going to move forward, and then those things are not going to influence you. And again, because those blockages and negativity come from our thoughts as well, and so they're not going to play a factor anymore. So thank you for joining me.
Thank you so much.
Major arcana things, so that again, out of your control, it's part of your karmic journey. Be kind. Okay, thanks, Sarah.
Bye.
Okay, so again, if you guys want to join, I'm going to pop that in you can put that in your browser. Pop into the stream with me. Now, who else do we have? I'm going to go back to Sarah K. If you want me up, I have met my twin. He was a runner, I the chaser. Both have finally stopped. I'll be coming into our union soon to let go and surrender too. So I'm thinking about twin flame. He's a runner and I was a chaser. Let's have a look at, so this is, I'm thinking, Sarah, about your love life, right? So here we have the Death card. So around love life for you is that the way that you have thought about love and love life, the door is now closed on that. So what you understood and what you understand about love is now gone. The Death card is saying that you're in limbo right now, so that new life has not opened up to you just yet. So if you're both stopped and you are now with somebody, you're in the Death card space. Now that doesn't mean to say that everything's over. It means that you must stand still and look at each other honestly. There is nothing else outside of you that's going to influence you or move you forward or push you around. You actually have to look at each other in reality or in truth, and until both of you stand and going to move forward with that relationship. With the Death card though, if you're both working in that energy and understand it and working together, you will move forward in the same direction. However, if either of you miss it, or that if you misunderstand the Death card energy, you might find that like if you're not in sync with each other, one of you will move out of it and the other one will stay there. It's really about a life lesson and the reflecting, how you're looking at each other and reflecting back at each other and understanding that relationship. Not imposing on each other, but understanding the self within that relationship, if that makes sense. Now, so Jeanette's saying, what do you see for my future with life on work and lifestyle from the UK? Welcome, Jeanette, welcome. Okay, let's see. Oh, you put that in twice. So this is for you, Jeanette. We've got this card here. So your future for life is you're lining up your ducks. So once you're also like, I'm going to say, you don't have to line your ducks up, but you are getting your thoughts straight, getting them in a line. You're feeling the pressure of moving forward. So life is actually moving you forward now. Where it's been stuck, it's actually moving you in that direction. So once you understand like your direction, like how you'd like to move forward, goal setting, moving out and planning what that actually means, rather than being all over the place. It's like, okay, well, this is what I need to do to get here, to do this. This is the next step, this is the next step, and this is the next step, and this is the next step. So life is actually pushing you to make those plans and understand how to actually put all those steps into place. So that's what's happening for you, but it's moving you in a very positive direction, and it's actually forcing you in a way to, or it's asking you to actually get going with that. Not forcing you, but sort of giving a bit of a push on to make those plans, get those steps in place, and get your mind and your house in order. So that's what's happening for you. So I see that the work that you've got at the moment, or if you don't have work at the moment, you are to put those plans in place. No more like leaving it up to signs or, what if. Find your goal. You will find your goal. You already know what you want to do. Work out what those steps are. And if those steps are not working you towards your goal, put those to one side and look at what you actually want to do. And when you know what you want to do, everything's falling into place. But life is actually pushing you in the direction anyway. I really feel like that you've got something that you've either put on hold and now you're putting back into action again. It really feels like that you're picking up an old thread and moving forward with it. So it's got a good, it's got legs, put it that way. Thanks for joining me. Now, who else do we have here? We have Nikki. Nikki's saying a bit lost. What path regarding work? Just tune in. I'm going to tune into your energy as well, Nikki. So thanks for joining me. Let's see. So when I tune into your energy, mind space is a little bit garbled all over the place. So you can't really even envision where you're headed right now. So your mind is a little bit it's not shut down, it's not garbled. It just can't land anywhere, because when I go into your energy, even I can't land in there with my thoughts. So this is the card I've pulled for you, the Four of Pentacles. You're feeling that you don't have enough, either not qualification, but you don't have enough things in your corner to even move forward regarding work right now. You're looking outside of you. The Four of Pentacles is where we're looking outside of ourselves and thinking, I should have done that and I should have gone there. You're giving yourself the should have. It's a little bit of like a victim space as well. No, you're not playing the victim, but you can't really see forward you can't really see how you can move yourself forward right now. And the Four of Pentacles is sort of buying into it and exacerbating that feeling that it's not really fair. I can't move forward. I can't do it. They're doing it. Why can't I do it? It's like highlighting all that sort of negativity around you right now. And when I go into your mind, into your mind space, or into your aura, it's all up in the mind space. So please be kinder to yourself. You can't actually grasp on anything right now. And so, of course, it looks like everyone else is doing well and you're not. But let's pull a card about what you can hang on to, what your response is going to be around work. Nikki, let's have a look. All right. So we've got this card here. So this is about getting together all the things that you actually can do and putting them on show. So you actually have skills that you're not considering that you can do. So go back over your resume, go back over your skills and look at the things that you know you can do, rather than looking at the things that you can't do or wish you had done or wish you had studied, or I don't have enough qualifications and that. Don't worry about the things that you can't do. Focus on the things that you can do. That's going to be your response. Get on that and get this is Vicki, right? Not psychic. This is Vicki saying, just get on that and just do it. I tell my students all the time, stop telling people what they should do. But I would say to you, Nikki, this is from me personally. Pull out all those things that you know that you can do. Put it on paper. Put it out there. Feel proud of yourself, of the things that you can actually do. Don't worry about what you can't do, because these are the things that are going to make you and help you move forward. You'd be surprised when you feel proud about what you can do, what energy goes out into your aura. And even if there are some things that need a bit of a brush up, you will find the perfect person to help you brush up those skills. Don't worry about that you haven't got it all worked out just yet. It's fine. All right, so Now we've got, oh, Raylene. Wishing Katie a very happy birthday. Thank you very much, Raylene. Now, Wendy's saying, I'll give Raylene a quick reading. How's that? Raylene's one of my students at the moment. Let's do a nice little reading, and then Wendy will do for you. Now, let's see. This is for Raylene. So this is like where all the little things are sort of tripping you up at the moment, Raylene. So if you try it, it doesn't feel okay. If you try that, it doesn't feel okay. And so it's like a little bit of lack of confidence or loss of confidence around things right now, simply because if you touch it, it's like, that's not working out. That's not quite working out smoothly. And it can actually muddle the thinking and muddle, oh, have I made the right decision around something? So the 5 is helping you understand that you are actually moving in the right direction. It's okay. All it's doing is just helping you work out, like highlight for you those little quirky bits inside of you that say, like, you know, that little voice that says, you can't do that, you can't do that, you're going to trip up here. The 5 is actually identifying or highlighting those little voices inside of you saying, you can't do that, you can't do that, you're crap over here, it's never going to work out. And so it's helping you to say, shut up, voice, I can do this, and I'm going to go forward and do this. I'm not going to let that negative little voice inside of me shut me down. I actually want this. So Raylene, if those little voices are in your head going, you can't do that, oh, look at that, you've mucked that up. The 5 of Wands is actually helping you overcome that and say, so you're fighting for yourself and you're saying, I can actually do this. You're that little voice, you can just shut up. I'm going to listen to the other part of me, the soul part of me that says, I know. Because when you sit in soul energy and you know you can do something, you can do anything. So yes, if you're actually having those, and if those things are actually bothering you, Raylene, we can talk about that on Tuesday, no problem. So thanks for joining me. Don't let those little voices push you around. So this is for you, Wendy. Wendy's saying, same love, hope you get a, Karen Baker, same lovely, hope you get a reading. So Wendy, I must have missed something there. Let's see. Oh, here's Sam saying, oh, add me. I'm going to ban Sam. How's that? Let's see. Sam's gone. All right, so let's see. We have, sorry, Sam's just taken over everything here. Oh, here we are. Here's Karen. So this is for Karen and Wendy. May I have a card, please? There's so much confusion on whether I'm moving or not. I get told yes and no and maybe. Moving into my own home, not a rental. Can you see, please, and thank you. So thank you for alerting to me to that, Wendy. So Wendy's having the same thing. So let's do a dual reading for both. If that, and maybe there's other people out there too. So it sounds to me like there's so much confusion on whether I am moving or not. I get told yes and no and maybe. So it sounds to me like, Karen, that you're getting, like you're asking a lot of, maybe getting some readings and getting some confusing messages around those readings. So that's a really good teaching point here. Don't forget, when you're asking a question of a reader, that reader still is coming from a personal value or personal viewpoint. So, and how that reader, me included, interprets that card can sometimes be triggered by our personal experiences and what comes through for you. So if you're asking a lot of readers for an answer around this, it's also reflecting your state of mind as well, that yes, you're confused about whether to move. So if you're confused about whether to move and you're getting lots of answers about, and that are confusing answers, then that would say to me that it's not quite time just yet, because otherwise if it was the right time, your soul already knows. So it sounds to me, looking at what you've written there, is that your soul knows that it's time to move. It's already said it's time to move. Otherwise, you would not have this confusion around you. However, the confusion is about the timing, I'd say, more than anything else. So yes, You're on a soul level, yes, you have decided to move. What's happening is that your mind is racing. Well, okay, if I have to move, or if I'm going to move, I have to take charge of that now. I'm going to move, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And then you try to do something and nothing works. So you wind it back and sit with the thing that, yes, you're going to move. It's just not quite now. If you're not sure whether it's a rental or your own home, that means that all of the stars haven't aligned yet for you to step into that. Nothing is ever for nothing. And it might take 5 years, but the fact that your soul has made that decision means that every step now that you take moves you towards that. It may also mean that you do a bit of renting before you own. That could be around there as well. Never discount anything that's in front of you. And also, readings are not an exact science, so it's always open to interpretation. But let's have a look at that for you, Karen. So much confusion about whether I'm moving on. So first of all, we're going to have a look at the confusion surrounding the moving. That's exactly what I just said to you. You are so ready to move. You've already made that decision. See, you are out of the safety zone. So whether you're moving or not is a moot point. You are going to move. The question is when. So what's it going to take for you to, what are the steps for you? Let's have a look at what the steps are for you to move. So let's take that one off the Wendy and Karen. If you've already decided, if this confusion is around you, it means that you've already decided on a soul level that you're going to move. Let's have a look around the timing. What's affecting the timing? So this is for Karen, and then we'll do one for Wendy. So what's affecting for Karen is you want something stable and long-term. So that means that unless the property is presented, if you want, this to me for you, Karen, looks like you want to buy. So as I said, it might take 5 years before you find the property or the situation. It has to be financially viable and it must be stable. So until you find that property, it's not going to sit right with you. So you don't have to do it right now. You might find it tomorrow, or as I said, you might find it in 5 years' time, but the energy is that looking to buy. So let's take that one off the table. You're looking for a property to buy. Now, this is for Wendy because she talked about it. She said, same, Karen Baker. I'm having the same thing. So for Wendy, what's affecting her finding somewhere to live? Is that this is for Wendy. Wendy is saying, that she is actually, she knows more. That look at when Wendy looks outside of herself about, or talks to people about where she wants to live. So this is for you, Wendy. When you look outside, you know more than the people that you're talking to right now. So that means that you have a very fair idea about what you'd like to live in. You have very particular things surrounding it. So therefore, it must actually match a particular set of circumstances before you move into it. It must suit you. So you're not going to take anything. So for you, Wendy, it feels like a rental for me rather than buying somewhere right now. Now let's see. Can you see, please? Am I moving to my own home? So I think I've answered both of those questions. So don't worry about, for you, Karen, yes, you've already made the decision to move. You're going to be buying somewhere, but it's about timing. So you might still have 2 or 3 rentals before you find your dream home, but your soul is asking you to buy somewhere because you want to be settled. So follow the bouncing ball. Don't worry about that you have to make all those decisions right now. Your soul has already set you on that path and you will find your way. For you, for Wendy, and I can't find you right now, so I apologise, but for you, Wendy, you're up for renting because you want to be able to move around. You have a certain set of circumstances, but you don't have that need to be sort of in one place all the time. You like that you've got the hermit energy around you, so you like to move around a little bit. Anyway, thanks for playing. That was good. That was a good one. So Donna says, let's go to Donna now. Donna says, dearly love to hear something. I'd dearly love to tell you something. And then I'm going to go right down to the bottom. This one's turned up again, Donna. So I want to tune into what that actually means for you, Donna. Let's have a look now. I want to just tune into what that actually means for you, because it's not jumping out at me straight away. And maybe that's very well. So Donna, the fact that it's interesting, the wording that you're using, dearly love to hear something. This is actually about that you can't hear anything right now. See how you got the hands over your ears? All right, Donna, you are you're strengthening your own intuitive self right now. So that means that hands over the ears means that you are not allowing all the other stuff to come in. It sounds to me that, or feels like to me, that you are a psychic reader, or that you get psychic messages. So the hands over the ears means that all the noise that would come from the psychic world, or, sometimes we throw all the cords out to listen to our external world. You are shutting all that out so that you can only listen to the psychic or the spirit world right now. So I would be encouraging you to look at doing some meditative practices so that you can block all that noise out, because the outside world is imposing on your thought processes. It's creating too much noise so that you can't actually hear your own soul messages. So you have all those answers inside of you. Your psychic awareness is really, really strong, and your soul is encouraging you to go within rather than look outside for answers. And my advice, or direction would be to do some meditating around that, so that you can hear those inner voices and those inner voices are spirit voices, rather than the external noise that's coming at you all the time. So I'm going to go right down to the bottom now. Let's see. Kylie says, Wendy says, happy to share our reading. Did you resonate? Lovely, lovely. Thank you for that. Now, Kylie says, I love a card around relationships. Is there anyone around me? Good question. All right. And I see Alicia. I'll do a card for you as well, Alicia. Welcome, welcome. So let's see. Now I'm just tuning into you, Kylie. I'm tuning into your energy. I'm looking at your lovely picture there. That's why I love you to come on board and talk to me, because bouncing the energy off, I get so much more info from you. But I'm just looking at that lovely photo of you. See, look how my hand is going. I don't know if you can tell. Oops, let me get into that. Now my hand is going directly here. So Kylie, this is the thymus chakra here. I'll just take that, your comment there. This is the thymus chakra here. I'm automatically going here. This tells me you're doing a lot of work around your higher self and your intuitive self. So when it comes to relationships, you're forming a really strong relationship with yourself right now, so that you can form a relationship with somebody in that, like in real life, as they say, IRL, in real life. Your strongest work at the moment is knowing who you are. So that just tells me, I want to say that there's a block around your connection to yourself and your guidance, but not that it's not block, I can't get through. You're healing that block right now, because I'm putting my hand over there, and I'm wanting to run energy through that, so that connection to your guides and your soul energy and your soul messages is becoming stronger. So that tells me that that's a soul relationship that's coming your way. You want something that has meaning and has a real depth around it. No more sort of fluff. So what card have I pulled for you? We've got this card here. Look, 5 of Cups. That's that healing. We talked about the healing. You're healing all the grief around you. So when you ask me, is there anyone around you? That would be no, not right now, because you are strengthening the grief around you from old relationships. You're letting all of that sadness and grief go. You're working with it because you're dealing with your relationship to yourself. And then once that's cleared, someone's coming into your life. So right now, you're feeling strong. You're starting to feel really confident in yourself. if you're asking the question, is there anyone around you? That means that you're feeling stronger and more confident in who you are. So now you're ready to have somebody come in, a little bit more work to do, and then somebody will come in because, as I said, you're gaining confidence in who you are and what you're doing. So I love that. Not quite just yet, nobody's just yet, but somebody's coming because you're gaining that confidence. So Alicia. Hello, Alicia. Welcome. I would love a card, and I love to do a card. Alicia is also doing the tarot course with me at the moment as well. So we've had Raylene and Alicia on board. Great. So here we go. This is for you. So I'm going to tune into your energy first up, and I'm going to show you the card I have here. Look at that, 10 of Swords. So that, again, this one's turned up before, even earlier today as well. So that's that needing a rest card. So Alicia, when I tune into your energy and looking at the 10 of Swords card, I see you in a space of like rest. Now, the 10 of Swords does talk about rest. So here is the physical world here. Here is the resting space and healing space, and here is the soul energy. Like up the top is the soul energy. I just see those sort of those levels around you right now. So right now, you can still access soul energy and those guide messages. You can still access the human world and everything that's happening around you, but the most of your attention and energy is in the healing space. So yes, you can hear and interact with people in real life, and yes, you can interact with your guides and everything at the moment, but it's not having a lot of impact on you because, and it probably feels like everything's very far away or fuzzy, or that you can't actually quite like it doesn't feel really real at the moment. It's simply because you are in a healing space right now, which is a nice space to be in. It tells me that there's a bit of trauma around you and you need to be out of that trauma so that you can get on with your day. Those elements are still with you, the soul energy and the day-to-day life, but they're not going to push you in a particular direction right now, simply because you need to have that healing space. Because there's a bit of, as I said, there's a bit of trauma around you, and you can't deal with either of those two things. So no pushing yourself into any direction right now, as in not expecting too much of yourself, and that you'll be able to do all of those things. You can be that tarot practitioner, but in your own time. So thanks for joining me, Alicia. Now let's see. Kim has come along and said, an old flame has reconnected after many years. Will anything become of it? Good question. I want to also talk to, here we are. So Kim, an old flame has reconnected after many years. Let's have a look. We're just winding down. Alrighty. So we've got the 10 of Wands here. A lot of things to sort out, right? A lot of excitement. See all the Wands, very much excitement around lots of new, like spark. So that, of course, it's almost like not a love bombing, but a lot of sparkiness going on and possibilities. But it's also putting a lot of pressure on you to sort those possibilities out. It seems to me, see this card here, that you've also got the prize at the bottom there. So the old flame represents for you, Kim, that you are like on top, you're the winner right now, that you've come in at a really good level, whereas before that old flame you may have felt less in that relationship, like less balance in that relationship. Now you've come in strong, but there's a lot of stuff to sort out. It's almost like it's almost too exciting. Too many things are coming to spark you. So I would say that that you'll be having some, looking at that card and tuning into your energy, you're going to have some fun with it, but you're going to realize that it's like coming in too strong. It'll burn out quickly. It won't, like it's almost, those things that come in flash and then die down really quickly. That's, I can't remember, like a firework sort of thing. So you'll have some fun. You'll understand your position and the balance of power will sort itself out. And then you'll realize at the end of it that you've actually moved on from that old flame, that it's not what you thought it was going to be or what you remembered it to be, but it's a good growing space to be in. So thanks for joining me. Now I want to do Davey. And Davey said, can I get a reading? I saw you there before. So, yes, I would love to do a reading for you. Now, let's have a look here. Oh, got this card. This is what we started off with, the Ace of Swords. I love it. So, Davey, let's have a look at this for you now. Like, I really want to say, like, you're on fire with, like, the Ace of Swords is like opening up, on fire, even though it's not fire, you're on fire. You're very sparky, and your mind's just racing. So I love all those ideas that are coming in at the moment. I do see a little bit of distraction of the past around you, so like you're turning your head a little bit to the past stuff because you feel like that you haven't finished that off, before you move forward, but you have. Every time you look back, you think, oh, no, I don't need to do that. Oh, it's like a ghost. So those ghosts are gone. You're moving forward. All those sparky ideas, your mind is clear. And those things, if they feel unfinished, they are finished. They're not unfinished. They're done. So you're good. Move forward. Those past things, you don't have to think about them anymore, even though they still keep catching your attention. So thanks, Davey. Now we've got Annette has jumped the queue, ready to come on board, Annette. Hello, how are you? Oh, she's disappeared. Never mind. All righty. Let's see, who else have we got here? We've got Kim says, thank you for that, Vicki. Alicia says, definitely in the healing space, getting some Reiki. Good. You've been very tired. You need that rest. Now, Regina Tina. Oh, Regan, sorry, beg your pardon. Sorry, Regan. May I have a reading about business, please? Yes, I will do that for you. We're going to go out, Katie and I, for some dinner after this, have some birthday chocolate or something, dessert after this. Been a very cruisy reading night tonight, so thanks, guys, for joining in. This is for Regan. May I have a reading around business, please? Here we go. Oh, love, this is a great business card. So if you're very strong for your business right now, lots of money to be made. If you have a business idea, go for it. Queen of Pentacles is actually saying, sound idea, go for it. You have the intuitive nature to speak up and move that forward, and the Queen energy is actually giving you a nurturing energy around it as well. So that means that you love what you're doing. You're not distanced from it. You love it, and you want to own it, and you want to foster it, and you want to make it about you. Whereas the King would be like a little bit of arm's length and, oh, yeah, that's a business. This is like passion and like you really identify with it. So I'd be saying if you've got a business idea, the Queen is actually moving you into a very strong position so you can make a go of it, and you'll have all the right people around you to turn up and help you out with that. Alrighty, so I'm going to wind up. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. And Kim says, thank you for that, Vicki. Lovely. I'm going to go and I will talk to you. If you want to come and have a reading, come and see me on my Facebook page tomorrow at 5:30. I do some more live readings for about half an hour. But otherwise, I'll be back on board, probably a little bit livelier next Sunday. It's been a bit of a big whirlwind weekend coming and visiting with everybody while I'm on in between. Next Sunday, I'm on the road again, so I don't even know where I'm going to be coming to you from, but I'll be announcing that at the time, and yeah, all the adventure will be starting again. So thank you, guys, and much love from me. I will talk to you, as I said, same bat time, same bat channel, and yeah, book in for some readings. Come and see me tomorrow on my Facebook page, but otherwise you can sign up for my newsletter, all those sorts of things. I'm everywhere. Bye for now. See you.